Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. And we are back here with our life mastery consultant, the Whole Health Way's own Susan Lunning. Welcome back to the show today. How are you?
Hi there. Wonderful. Recovered from the Race Across America ceremony. We had a good turnout, so it was really amazing. So thank you for your support.
Fantastic. Congratulations on that. Susan, I know we also have a very special guest here, and I would love for you to introduce yourself and Wayne to us as well. Thank you.
Okay, well, hello everybody. I'm Susan Lunning, and I'm the founder and owner of the Whole Health Way. And one of my themes for my business is it's never too late or too early to dream. And Wayne Jones, I met him in networking opportunities, and we've been coaching in the last couple of years and doing Reiki. And he is the most wonderful representative of a spiritual being having a human experience and evolving and creating the frequency and vibration that's necessary for his big dream. And, he came to me with all sorts of questions, but he really understood that he needed to, he understood that this personal development was really foundational for his personal growth.
Wow.
And, pretty amazing being he is. And I'd love to introduce Wayne and to have him share a little bit about what it was like maybe before coaching with me and what it's been like since. It's been a wonderful whirlwind, but Wayne has also been a wonderful Reiki client of mine, and that's really helped him to evolve.
Wow.
Yes, very much evolved and trusted in that process. And so he equates it to out-of-body experiences and indescribable joy. So he's got a lot to share. So take it away, Wayne.
Wow.
I get started with Susan with a networking group, and we got to talking about I have a business, I market water ionizers, and so I needed some help with that. And you start in, and then you kind of get stuck. And the Dream Builder program pretty much walks you through that to change your view of really who you are and what you can do. And that's huge because you just grow up and you really don't think all that much. You just life goes on, day after day, and it's all the same. And then when somebody can see something greater in you than you can see in yourself, and you can have that person start bringing that out to you and making you realize that you are a greater person than you are. Can be or have been or whatever. And it's just been a blessing to me to do that. And I've worked on that and for the last couple of years, and also along with that, just pretty much a spiritual awakening to go along with that. So, and the Reiki, that all fits in with it. Because really, kind of what I've come to is that you can do all the things for your business, career, or vocation, whichever you choose to call that, wherever you're at with that. Without having a spiritual connection, it doesn't really amount to much. And so that is the point that I kind of like to say about the Reiki is that gets you into a different realm and gets you connected back up with the spirit that you were created from. So that's pretty much where I'm at with that.
Beautiful. Wow. Exciting to hear this. Susan, what would you like to ask?
Well, I feel also it's very important to share the core values of the Brave Thinking Institute that I've been certified with. And I am living this information. I apply this information and these core values to my life every day, especially before I coach someone or speak. And it helps support me to understand that really this doorway to success, it really opens inward and not outward.
Wow.
And so when we have our meetings a couple of times a week, and we always share our flame pin and our Life Mastery Consulting core values. And the first one is, we believe in people. We know that each one of us is far more powerful and contains more potential than any circumstance, any situation or condition. We are greater than that. What's in us is greater than anything that's outside of us, any circumstance. And so we also believe in love and care. We bring sincere love and care to every interaction. We delight and we surprise each other and our clients by anticipating wants and seeking to exceed expectations. And we believe in integrity. We live what we teach. We deliver what we promise. And we believe in fun. We create joy and laughter and fun in all aspects of our work. And I'll tell you what, Wayne and I have had a lot of joy and laughter. This is really fun. He's got some great jokes too. And so we believe in growth. We grow by achieving our goals and exceeding our best. And so this is the Life Mastery Consulting or the Brave Thinking Institute core values. And I wear this pin as a reminder I'm here, I'm called to ignite the fire of the dream within us. So that's what I wanted to share about that. And it's very important that we have our core values. We know individually what our core values are, because that's very important when we're 5-point testing our vision. And if we're supposed to do something, is it going to help others? Are we going to need a higher power? Is it going to cause me to grow? Is this in alignment with my core values? And would I love it? If it's yes to all those things, well, yeah, go for it. Yeah. Because we really do get hung up on this whole permission thing. We think we have to get permission from somebody to do something that we love. And that's a big hang up for us. It's a big hang up.
What would you like to share about that, Wayne? Seriously, this is amazing because I love the fact that Susan's got this way about her. I've known her for a few weeks now. You've known her obviously personally a lot longer, but she really has this energy about her. And as you hear her speak, she comes on and just makes you want to be happy, makes you want to work harder, be that better self, right?
Yeah, it does. And it's for me at my age to get back in and start doing that. I'm way different than most people my age. At 86, a lot of people have one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peel, and I choose not to do that. And this has just brought that out in me. And there's no other place that I'd rather be than where I'm at right now. And just kind of one of those silly things that we bat around every once in a while. There's a little saying, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. And I chose to be there, and I wouldn't want to be any place else.
So. Susan, anything else you want to add about your time, your experience, you're working with him? And I mean, you work in all different, with the whole health way. Yes. You can work with Reiki, energy healing, spiritual healing. How do you describe, Wayne? I mean, clearly you developed a great relationship and you've helped him, and you're helping many other people as well in these similar areas.
Well, he's helped me to grow, and I challenge myself to be like Wayne. He's such an inspiration, and, we can all be inspired by people, but really, if we don't take the action to move that, it's just really entertainment. We can watch a movie, read a book, and we can do that. But when we move it to the action, that's where things start to change. And that's what I really love about Wayne. And like I said, he's really helped me to challenge myself. And I've been a better person. I've been a better coach. And there's just a lot of expansion that's attached to it. And I was looking over some of the other reviews that another client of mine wrote in, and she said, Susan is amazing. She guides you to find you, who you are, and where you want to go, giving you such clarity. That's what we all want, is clarity. Man, there's just power in that clarity. And the tools and the exercises to dig deep, and so beneficial. But more important, her authentic support is priceless, you know? And so we're in this journey together to be better, to find out what's the next step? What can you do with where you're at, with what you have? And it's expanded with so many things. I have a Kangen 8 Enagic water machine in my home. And that was a result of manifestation. And that's what Wayne does. And so now, as a result of that, I'm helping other people to drink alkaline water to support their health. And that's more of expansiveness from the dream. But I'd love for Wayne to talk a little bit about how his dream has expanded. This dream has been in him for quite some time. And the other thing that I'd love to share about Wayne, Jill, is that, I'm a registered nurse. And when Wayne first came to me, and yes, we met with networking. And so when we decided, when I started working with him, it was the nursing piece, just making sure everything's balanced, and all the appointments and medications and supplements and all these kind of things. And if there is anything that I could see as an RN that could help him to be healthier at home. Well, it expanded from the nursing, went to the Reiki and the coaching, and working with him in his business. But what has really moved me is when he showed me his lab work from his recent appointment with the doctor. And I pointed something out to him that he took to the next level. And as a result of that, that's really helped with his long-term health. And it wasn't easy, but he believes and he trusts in me and what I say. And I worked at the VA as an RN. I've worked everywhere as an RN, and I've been trained in this, and he trusts me enough. So when I pointed that lab value out to him and what that could possibly mean, then he took that back to his doctor, and he followed up on that and got a referral, and had the testing and took care of that. So that's so meaningful for me as a nurse, that I can help support him in his health. That piece, it's our physical, our spiritual, our mental, and our emotional. That's the whole health way. They're not disjointed. And so when one thing in the physical is off balance, like a lab value, you lean in and you dig deep. What's this about?
Well, one of the things from the coaching side of the thing is to sit down and actually define a dream. And for where I live, there's about 125 acres across the street from me that's farmland. And my dream would be to develop what I would call an alternative wellness complex out of that. And it sounds like a pretty good sized dream, and it is. And the purchase of the land and then the beginning of the development would probably be around $10 million. So it's, I just believe that I'm a seed planter, and that may not take place next week or so, but at least I have that thing started, and I have a list of people to start a mastermind group to get together so we can put the thing together. And had I not been involved with the Dream Builder course, I would not have known where to go with that thing. And it's not really the how isn't the great thing, it's the why. And I had a brother, he's 13 years older than me, and he was in hospice care and got some sores on his feet, and I got permission in a roundabout way to treat him and healed his feet up before he passed away. And so that is pretty much an inspiration of why to go into some kind of alternative treatment that works. And it's a matter of changing protocol. And when you get something that works and that is beneficial to people overall, I believe that's pretty much what gets me up in the morning and keeps me going. So.
Wow. And can I
And
just
it's-
ask a question about the Reiki, right? Healing in a sense, the types of things that it could do. I mean, mind, body, soul, pain management, people with chronic illness like cancer. I learned about it. My mom unfortunately had lung cancer 4.5 years ago. And I was shocked to know that the finest hospitals in New York City listed it as a modality on their website. And I said, what is this? My mom and I didn't know. And now over the years, I've learned obviously what it does, but I've heard some amazing benefits and stories. And even some, I could say the word, I've heard about miracles, from this type of healing, whether it be hands-on or virtual like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of issues that people have, primarily diabetic people with sores and some kind of sore lesion on their foot or ankle. And if it's not taken care of properly, that's pretty much going to be amputation. And there is a protocol that could be changed that would reduce that about 50%. And it's just a matter of time to get involved with that and just stay the course. And to me, it gets into this thing about vocation. And actually, when I first heard vocation, I didn't know what that meant. So I just happened to have a definition of that. I will read that. And it says, vocation is one's response to a call from beyond oneself to use one's strengths and gifts to make the world a better place through service, creativity, leadership, a call from beyond oneself. The concept of vocation rests on the belief that life is about more than me. And that pretty much defines where I'm at. I've had a job and I've had a career and all that, and I would never want to go back to that. The vocation is where it's at. And that's where you transition over into that spiritual realm, because you have to have help from a higher self than yourself. And I just believe that there will be people that will come alongside and support what I believe in, and it will happen.
And the Reiki has really helped clear and increase the circulation and just clear up his chakras as he's been journeying along with this. And you were talking a little bit about Reiki. I had a gentleman, I was just reading some of my reviews. I had them here. So this was a year ago. Meeting Susan, an RN nurse who has been helping me getting healthier by going to her Reiki healing sessions. I had an injury taking a bottle of pain pills a week. She has supported me and coached me, and now I feel great. No pain pills needed anymore. I have brought my family, my wife, my dad, my kids, and each one had a different experience. You really need to try it to know what I'm talking about. And so that was very miraculous with him. He had to take the elevator up to where I had my business, and then he took the stairs down. And I believe Wayne had a similar experience too with his knee.
Yeah.
And so, the pain points and different things that were coming up for release and repatterning. That's why it was so important to do the Reiki, because that really helps shift the energy away from blocking this transition and this spiritual connection. And someone else said, what an amazing experience. I feel more connected with my soul after having my Reiki session. I believe every person needs to experience this divine peace with Susan. Another one said, had my first Reiki session with Susan from the Whole Health Way. She is very professional, yet very down to earth, and put me at ease explaining what to expect before, during, and after my session. Can't wait for the next session. Thank you, Susan. Susan is amazing. She truly cares about you and your overall health. I truly appreciate having her in my life. I'm grateful for Susan's authenticity and professionalism. My experience was nothing short of amazing. But one common denominator about everybody that I've worked with, everybody has been willing. You have to be willing to be open and vulnerable. You've got to be all in to do this work. This isn't for sissies. You sign up for this and you sign your name to the check, and you are willing to come from this energy of where you are to get to your dream. And it's an inside out job. And each one of us has this debris, this gunk on our aura that is sticking to us and blocking and making things foggy. And I didn't even know what Reiki was years ago. I had no idea. Like you said, you found out because it was a modality. And there are a lot of Reiki RNs all over the world, but we can't advertise it really. But see, that's why at the bedside, why it's so healing. That's our opportunity with our healing touch. We have a license to touch. And we can really help people to prepare them for their surgery so it goes better. And then we do it after surgery so they heal faster, their circulation, removing all this energy that doesn't serve them. It's the fear, just helping, and then everyone they just float out of the room. And I said, drink water, drink water, drink water. Yeah. To get rid of those toxins. But it's a so real thing. But like I said, honey, I didn't even know what Reiki was. And then I was being called, the spirit was telling me that I need to do Reiki. I'm like, what's that? I'm a healer. What's that? But, I just was drawn to the people that helped me, and I took Reiki. And they asked me, well, why are you taking this? And I was crying. I said, I don't know. I'm just supposed to do it. That's all I know. And so now I know why. And so when I started my business, I didn't know what else to do. When I was doing my one-on-one networking, telling people about my business, and I was offering complimentary Reiki sessions with the one-on-ones. And it grew from there. I did what I could with where I was at, with what I had. But I had this genuine feeling to serve and to heal. And I didn't know what it looked like, but I knew in nursing school, I had this idea that kept me going. If I care about these people, it's all going to work out. It's all going to work out because I care about them. I'll know what to do. I don't need to be scared. I just need to serve. And that's what helped me. So I'm so very grateful for this opportunity to share this and to share this sacred coaching relationship that I have with Wayne. And I have others that, I'll be featuring also. But Wayne has been the true north, the constant for me to help me grow and expand. So he gives me ideas, and we just have a lot of fun because that's what this is all about. We can make this fun. We can do whatever we want. We got to keep giving ourselves permission and connect with our spirit.
Unlimited possibilities. And this really is the time of year to start thinking about renewal, right? The new year's here for those of us that celebrate Christmas. It's just a whole rebirth. It's a whole, it's time to reflect upon us. And with this pandemic and COVID, Wayne, I'm sure, it's just the numbers are up and there's so much isolation and so much horror with this pandemic. And let's be thankful that we're here and do our best to be the best possible because you just never know. Life is so precious. That's my motto.
Yes, and it's a wonderful one.
There's another little thing that, and when you get into spiritual thing, it's called the fruits of the Spirit, and they are love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, self-control. There is no law against these. And then just let us live in the Spirit and surrender to the Spirit. And
Yeah.
those are primary things. One of the other things that I done with Susan was I just blocked out like Friday afternoons to refill my bucket. If you don't have anything, if people call it, well, you're kind of selfish. Well, and the scripture says that love your neighbors yourself. And if you don't fill up your bucket, you don't have anything to give to anybody else. And that's simply a time that I chose to refill my bucket so that I would have something to give to somebody the next week. And that's, to me, that's precious. And I just, and that's why I continued on doing the Reiki thing, because from where I was at that particular time, I needed to take that time to fill my bucket up. If you don't have anything, you don't have anything to give to anybody else. So, so that's the choice in the thing with the vocation, is that you make a determined effort to help other people. And the blessings that come from that, I think it's called indescribable
Joy.
and glorious joy. And
Kidding.
Yeah,
and I
that's
can't
what he
tell you what that
described
is because it's indescribable.
Yeah, and that's what he would say after our Reiki sessions, and it just shifted and it just moved. And this pandemic has really, this last 2 years, with all of the fear and all of these words, we're really forced to go within. That's what this is all about, to really find out who we are and why we're here and how can we be the best that we can be. And that's what this pandemic, it really helped my business grow.
Beautiful. Well, and it's fantastic to have you both here. We have 2 minutes left in the show. Just want to make sure we're getting everything out that's important to you.
Yeah.
Really, please continue.
Okay. I have an opportunity where I'm going to begin coaching caregivers for a home care agency. And that was my dream that I wrote down. And because that's what I wanted to do, because as my journey as an RN, I noticed the the differencing in the categorization of the CNAs and the caregivers. And so I have an opportunity to change the world with this owner, because it's his dream too, to empower caregivers. So I'm going to be coaching them. They have an RN who is going to love them and believe in them, who has been where they have been, who is going to support them in building the vision of the life that they love living. And I'm going to help them to massage their vocation domain in reference to build this agency to be the best in the world or United States or whatever, but it all starts with them and their dream. And so they're going to have life coaching, transformational life coaching as a benefit in their business and their daily walk and their work. And that's what I would love to do for all the caregivers and the nurses and the doctors, all of them, because we all need to know what our vision is before we go out and start pouring out of this empty cup. And I burned out, just like we all have, and our immune systems need to be built up. So that's why life coaching is a necessary part of the journey, to help have somebody guide you, a nurse of all people who understands this.
Who understands it from every side. Yeah. Very integrative approach, shall we say.
Yes. Yes. And my website is automated to where I can help thousands of people. And so that's what I've been working on, building up for this very moment and I'm ready to serve.
Beautiful.
You know, if you're willing, any of you, if you're willing and you're in this for the long haul and you're not going to quit, I'm not going to let you give up on your dream just because the conditions and circumstances are a little tough right now.
Mm-hmm.
You don't give them energy. You're bigger than that. You're better than that.
Thank you.
And so go to thewholehealthway.com and schedule your consultation with me. And you'll fill out a form, a questionnaire, watch a webinar. A webinar. Yeah, that's a questionnaire webinar.
I love it. The free gift. Yes, yes.
And so, and start this now. Don't wait. It's not going to get any better. Start it now. Start loving yourself and investing in yourself now because, you know, like the L'Oreal commercial, you're worth it.
Right, Wayne? You sure are. We all are. Really, thank you for being here with us. Thank you for sharing your journey, your story. And in closing today, what else do you want to leave, Wayne?
I'll just stick with my thing. If you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space.
Love it. That is the best way to end the show. Susan Lunning, really amazing. TheWholeHealthWay.com. Fantastic to see you guys. And thank you again.
All right. We'll see you next week. Thank you
Got
so
it.
much.
Happy
Jill.
holidays. Merry
You're
Christmas.
amazing.
Happy
Merry
New Year.
Christmas.
Thank you all. Have a great day.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, I mean, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.